All right, trigonometry functions of acute angles. Acute angles. Now, first, what does acute mean?
Smaller than 90 degrees.
Less than 90 degrees. Very good. That's what I needed. All right, so let's go ahead and, well, I got to pause it real quick. All right, so here we go. I had to realign this. Now, again, if you forgot these, your X, Y's, and R's, okay? Now, to go along with this, we also have another, acronym, abbreviation, or mnemonic for this. A mnemonic is a phrase that actually helps you remember, the certain things. So I'm going to start with the mnemonic. Okay, so it's going to be, there we go. Some old hippie caught another hippie tripping on acid.
Or just SOHCAHTOA.
Okay, so, but, same thing. A lot of people, okay, you could use SOHCAHTOA or you could use this because it means the same thing. So, it's some old hippie. Now listen, mnemonic means that there is a word that goes along with it. So it's a phrase that makes you remember it. So some old hippie is S-O-H. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Caught another hippie is cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. So.
You should have already done this, is the thing. Well, I want to write it down because I'm better at memorizing stuff like that.
Thank you. Okay. So you're writing out the whole thing?
Do you have a thing where we can memorize the y over r, x over r, y over x, r over y?
You don't have big gum?
Not really. Don't have one for that. Okay. Now for this one, find sine, cosine, and tangent values for angle A and for angle B. Now, every time we're doing this, we need a reference angle. So we are going to label it as our reference angle. So sine of A, so that means A is the reference angle. Because sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Now, opposite of A is going to be 7, and hypotenuse is 25. So I'm going to put an O, and I'm going to put an H there. So that means my last one is, there we go. So it's going to be 7 over 25. The next one is going to be cosine of A. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So that's going to be 24 over 25. Very good. And tangent of A is opposite over adjacent. So opposite is adjacent is? Very good. All right, so I'm going to change up colors here. And so I'm going to also change this up. Because now I'm going to do it from a different reference angle. Because it's asking for angles A and B. So now if I'm using B as a reference angle, so I'm going to mark it here. So from B, which one is opposite of B? 24, yes, very good. So that one is opposite. The 25 is my hypotenuse. And that means this 7 is adjacent. Very good. So now I'm going to go through and list them all out. So it's going to be sine of B is what over what?
Opposite over hypotenuse.
Opposite over hypotenuse, which I have? Very good. 24 over 25. Cosine of B.
Adjacent over hypotenuse.
Adjacent, so it's going to be very good. And tangent of B. 24 over 7.
Yeah.
24 over 7. Is this pretty easy?
Yeah.
But can we skip to the harder stuff?
What is what?
Are you the teacher?
No.
What is what? Go ahead, seriously, like, ask away.
Oh, never mind, I get it now. It's just like the opposite.
Yeah, we're just looking at it from a different place. So if I look at it from B, because opposite of B is over here now, right? So that changes it.
Okay.
And nothing changes the hypotenuse because no matter where, the hypotenuse is always opposite the right angle. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I just did it again. Okay. Okay. So, now, cofunction identities. Cofunction identities. Cofunction identities. That is the identity that both these two have to add up to 90. You guys want some highlighters here?
Mm-hmm.
No. Wait, I got mine. The boy said. Wait for what?
To highlight this, because I know you're not playing with your phone right now.
You said they have both identities have to equal to 90.
Okay, so now let me give you the definition for this. If I give you a visual representation, it might help you out on this. I know in a right triangle, all three angles have to add up to what? 180. So let's call this one A and B, and this one C. Do we know the value of any of those angles? Yes, you do.
90.
90. So C is 90, right? So I'm going to go with A plus B plus 90, because that's my C. All together has to equal 180, right? So I can subtract 90 from both sides, right? Okay. So A plus B has to equal 90. This is the cofunction identity. That means that both these together must always add up to 90. Those two together will always add up to 90. So whichever one that we have, they are going to add up to that. So, okay. All right, so let's take a look at this. Now, cosine of 52. Which identity went with cosine?
Cosine A over 90 minus 80.
Okay. Which one goes with cosine? Sine of 90 minus A. But in this case, my A is what? Okay. So we're going to say that cosine of 52 is equal to the sine of 90 minus 52. So cosine 52 is equal to the sine of, what is it? 38. Okay. What about tangent? What does tangent go with? Cotangent, right? Where is it at? Right here, tangent. Okay. So this is going to be tangent of 71 is equal to the cotangent of
90 minus 71.
So tangent of 71 is equal to the cotangent of 19.
And that's just the answer right there?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Write each function in terms of its cofunction. So the cofunction of tangent 71 is cotangent 19. So writing it out like this every single time is going to help you guys out because we're going to get into some weird ones later. All right, so what is the secant 24? What is the cofunction secant? Cosecant. So I'm going to write secant of 24 is equal to CSC, cosecant of,
90 minus 12 equals what?
so, does that make sense? Is that pretty easy there?
Yeah, pretty.
All right, now let's get for the hard stuff. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll save that for tomorrow. All right, don't forget, like and subscribe.
Always tell the
Wait,
go.
what? That's all?